everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Thursday, college basketball heading to the Pac-12 Conference. The Washington Huskies versus UCLA Bruins at Pauley Pavilion in Westwood. Very interesting line movement since this one opened. Bruins sent out as 8-point home favorites, went down as low as 7 in the betting market at Bet Online, but now 8.5, even 9s in the betting market as I tape this Thursday morning from Las Vegas, while the total has also moved in an upward trend from 147 to 149. When you look at the Washington Huskies, they snapped a 4-game losing streak and picking up a 96-92 victory over the Arizona State Sun Devils as 3-point home favorites last time out. Quite a scoring disparity from their previous game against the Arizona Wildcats that they dropped 57-53. That's 39 more points of offense against the Sun Devils than against the Wildcats. Last in the Pac-12 in field goal percentage defense, allowing opponents to shoot 43.5% from the field. But just to put that in perspective, this team's playing a slower pace this year. They're also allowing 67.3 points per game. It may seem a little high for the Pac-12, but when you look at the fact that this is the school's best mark if the season ended today since the 2001 campaign. They enjoyed a very impressive 4-game road trip earlier in the year that went from December 29th to January 12th. Started off with a loss against the UConn Huskies, and then they followed it up with 3 straight Pac-12 wins over the likes of Washington State, Cal, and Stanford. Cal and Stanford are 2 teams that UCLA kind of struggled with at times on their home floor. Dropped to their last 2 road games in the Pac-12 against Oregon State and Oregon. Definitely had a good effort against the Oregon Ducks, a game that I kind of circled in the fact that this team is really coming along. 12-6-1 against the spread as underdogs over the last 2+ seasons. So if you're looking for a sports betting trend to get your money behind the Huskies, that's definitely one to keep in mind. When you look at the UCLA Bruins, it's really about Shabazz Muhammad, a Gucci backpack, and losing their last 2 games. That includes a 75-71 overtime loss to the USC Trojans as 10-point home favorites last time out. And the reason I mentioned Shabazz Muhammad is the fact that there was a lot of controversy surrounding a Gucci backpack that he's wearing around campus, and now he's also been flu-ridden. Basically the last 5 to 7 days he's been dealing with the effects of it, hasn't practiced all week. I don't know if he practiced yesterday, but I couldn't find any information on it, but I know for a fact he didn't participate in Tuesday's practice. He scored a game-high 22 points against the USC Trojans in that one, and his scoring is really important for this team to even think about covering a number of this kind. They are 8-1, the Bruins, when he scores 20+ points this season. 8-1 against the spread as home favorites of 6.5 to 9 points are the Bruins. 2-0 this year. In that situation, the 2 games that I mentioned when looking at the Huskies, those 2 games as 6.5 to 9-point home favorites came against the Cal Golden Bears and the Stanford Cardinal. Early action has landed on the underdog this morning. I don't exactly like the reverse line movement of it moving from back up from 7 to 8.5, even 9 in the betting market, but I'm going to throw that and push that to the side. I don't think the UCLA Bruins are ready to cover this type of number, especially with Lorenzo Romar on the other bench. He always has his Huskies ready to play at UCLA, as he was a former assistant in Westwood. So I'm going to recommend grabbing the points here. My official pick, the Washington Huskies, +9 versus the UCLA Bruins on Thursday night. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. For any further information on this game or any other in the betting market, you can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Grant Sports, and definitely take a look at 2 other videos that I did on Thursday, that featuring the Indiana Hoosiers versus the Illinois Fighting Illini and the NC State Wolfpack going into Cameron Indoor Stadium and taking on the Duke Blue Devils.